good afternoon and good evening. I am 𝙙𝙤𝙩 and I welcome you to this little space of crazy productivity. But don't worry, about today's topic, as you may have guessed from the title, it's lighter. Today's video was requested by one of you and I found the advice so brilliant. So here I am with my list of my favorite anime which I recommend you see in the you'd absolutely must see. What do you say? Let's start. Honestly, the anime that I like are really too many, but for you I will try to make a skimming, summarizing the most beautiful one ever. If I have to choose my favorite 5 anime, and I will not be able to choose, I'm honest, trying to contain the list, here are my favorites. In the first place, we find Noragami. I can't explain this anime well, you have to see it, but I will try to be concise and give you a little plot. It all starts with the meeting between Iori, a young student, and a strange boy who is about to be hit by a bus. Iori saves him, and from that moment her adventure begins. The girl discovers that the person she saved in the accident is Yato, a deity. She helps her in exchange for 5 yen. If you start looking at it, you will find yourself more and more involved in the events of the divine world, for good and for bad. A must to see.
Kakegurui surprises, because it is blatantly captivating. It tells of a world in which one has the clean vision of luxury casinos, with composed and calm men. Here you will not see any of this. You will go into the most murky and hidden human dependence. If this anime weren't a temptation, it couldn't represent gambling.
Kakegurui is an intriguing anime and enriched by a notable artistic value. The series features a clean, extremely detailed and attentive trait above all to the female figures, whose sinuous and attractive movements are a constant exhalation of their frenzy. All is deformed by the sense generated by the game of gamble. I couldn't leave Tokyo Ghoul out, but today I will not talk about the plot, because this anime simply needs to be seen. This anime is one of the many recommended to me by a dear friend, and it was the beginning of something, a passion that made me discover the world and made me throw myself into the fray. I'm very attached to Tokyo Ghoul for 2000 reasons. First of all, for the plot and the story of Kaneki, which I think is really unique. As I continue to watch the episodes, the minutes passing on the screen and the time bar filling up give me a chill. That thrill mixed between excitement, suspense and fear. An exciting anime that I loved and I still love today. In case you like vampires and werewolves, this is the perfect anime. In case, like me, you don't like them well, this anime will make you think again. We are in 1930, and a group of hunters called Geiger go to Japan to capture a group of vampires who work undercover. Among this group of vampire hunters is Yuli, a Sirius, a werewolf, whose village has been exterminated by vampires. In the past, the Sirius held a power called Arc of the Sirius that castigates a battle with the vampires, because they want it too. The point of the anime is not the story, but the values such as family and friendship that transmits, all rendered by extraordinary graphics and chapters. If you don't want to get bored, this anime is for you. It all begins with a mysterious tiger and Atsushi, an orphan who was thrown out of the orphanage where he lived. Surely you have seen him around the web. I'm talking about Osamu Dazai, an investigator with a passion for suicide. The story revolves around this armed detective agency, which is faced with various crimes and mysteries to solve. I will not tell you anything else, but if you know this anime or you are undecided whatever to watch, I tell you one thing: do it. You will not regret to watch this anime. And even today we have reached the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and activate the bell. And if you're not too tired, comment below if you want a second part of this video. So, here 𝙙𝙤𝙣'𝙩, over and out!